Earlier this year, I bought my first house, but I still don't have my dream bedroom. So I decided to finally transform this room into my dream room. But first, I ordered everything I needed for the room transformation on IKEA and Amazon. Now, before I actually start putting any of the IKEA furniture together 6 months ago, I actually did build a bedroom and I still have the bed laying here. It's still pretty much completely assembled, so I'm just gonna finish putting that together. Okay, so this bed is actually a queen size, so compared to the whole room, it's honestly taking like almost half of it. Like, I mean, it is a pretty small room, but this bed is just really big. But obviously, Vermax needs his queen size bed. But now we can actually get started on building some of the IKEA furniture. I ordered this IKEA nightstand, which costs $90. It's super basic, but I just really like the way it looks. It's just really simple and modern, plus it only takes like 40 minutes to build. So it's now 5:46, so it took me exactly 45 minutes to actually put this together. It is pretty small, but I mean, you do get access to 2 drawers, so just a little simple nightstand, so that's pretty good. I'm probably just gonna leave it right there because you still have room to kind of enter the door and it's not too crowded over here. And over there is where I'm actually adding the desk. So this desk is a actual standing desk, but it isn't electric. The actual desk itself though is really big and basically takes up the whole other part of this entire wall. But before I actually build the setup, we still have another shelf to build. This is called the Kallax from IKEA. It's even easier to build than the nightstand and it only costs about $45. I also did get this in black since the room is actually white and I think it's just like a decent contrast. Plus it just matches the rest of the furniture I have. This shelf only took 20 minutes. It's really basic and not having any drawers definitely makes it a lot easier to build. And now it's finally time to actually start building the setup, which is the most expensive part. And luckily I have so much gaming equipment lying around, so literally all I have to do is go into my storage rooms and then bring them in here and I don't have to spend thousands of dollars. Now that I have most of the stuff here, it's finally time to start building the setup. First, I always start by putting the monitors together. So I bought this $50 double monitor stand from Vivo on Amazon. It's already in a stacked layout and it's really easy to actually set up. I mainly chose this one because the way that the monitor arms are set up, you have a ton of adjustability. Now it's time for the easy part, which is actually setting up the PC. So this gaming PC was sent to me by Paradox Customs, who actually recently built iShowSpeed's PC. They sent me all the parts for it, like an RTX 4090, Ryzen 9 5950X, and I just built the entire PC, and in my opinion, it looks really sick. For the peripherals, I just chose a random keyboard, mouse, and mousepad I had laying around. The setup is still not finished at all, kind of just the foundation of it is actually done, but the room is looking really plain. And before I get to decorating, I actually have 2 IKEA lack shelves. This one is really big. I'm probably just gonna add it on top of the setup. I also have this smaller one, but I don't really know where or even if I wanna use that, but I'm gonna first try and set this one up. This is one of my least favorite parts because half the time it goes wrong, and of course, that's exactly what happened. Even though I tried measuring it, the shelf was so big, I literally had to redo it 3 times. In the end though, I think the results were pretty good. Finally, I have the shelves done. This one probably took 45 minutes and this one probably took like 5. I had to redo this big shelf so many times because I got the measurement wrong, and honestly, I don't care that there's a gap. I'm not redoing it anymore. But now that the actual annoying part is done that I knew I was gonna suck at, it's time for some decorating. It's actually getting pretty late, but Amazon just delivered me some boxes for lighting and also another fake plant. There's some cable management boxes. Of course, I have another fake plant here and then a mirror. It's already 10 p.m. so honestly, this is definitely gonna take a second day, but I'm still gonna try and get as much as I can done today. Okay, so it's now day 2 and I have a few more things that I actually have to finish. Basically everything here is just a ton of lights. I have a lot of those kind of Christmas lights I'm gonna hang all over there, some floodlights. Of course, we have the classic RGB strips and we have a ton of decorations because we actually need to fill like these shelves and obviously that one and all those. I have a ton of lights. I'm honestly just gonna do a time lapse of me setting everything up. So I set up just a few lights. Obviously the setup isn't on or anything like that, but now we actually have to clean up everything. And of course we need a ton of decorations because the room still looks too empty in my opinion. Now we have a ton of stuff. As you guys can see here, I've got a ton of posters, plants, like some random boxes. Of course, these are empty. These are just for decoration. But we honestly have a lot to decorate this entire shelf. We have that nightstand and then this. Plus, we have some extra stuff I might be able to put around the room. And also, having a mirror like this really helps the room just feel a lot more massive. And you know what else is massive?
But imagine if I got a low taper fade.
So yeah, the room looks pretty insane. Whenever I watch YouTubers make videos like this, I always like to see like a 360. So basically, as soon as you walk in, you kind of have this. I added a few posters. They're kind of like corny, but it's just literally for decoration. You got the nightstand, bed, and I did a simple RGB strip around, and you have 2 floodlights over here. And yeah, of course, we have some more shelving. Here is the setup, and if you guys can see, there are literally like no cables. So if you guys want to do this, all you need is, I even have a tiny cable rack. It's like 20, 15 bucks on Amazon. You just drill it in and yeah, you have one wire hanging there. Dude, that took me like 2 minutes to do. And yeah, you can literally not even see cables at all. Even when you're like entering the room, you can barely see them. Decorating wise, I just have a couple of things. You guys can see I'm pretty into cars. We have like graphics card boxes and stuff, some more lights. We got a couple more decorations here and then just a simple plant. And of course, the full mirror. This thing makes the room look insane. If I'm being honest, without procrastinating, this room probably took me like 6 hours max to build because I had to do some of the furniture and I had some of it ready already, so it wasn't too long. I did do this over the span of 2 days though, so if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a sub. I don't post too many room building videos like this, so if you enjoyed it and want to see more, let me know by dropping a sub. Early into 2025, I'm actually releasing my own mousepad brand, but it's also going to be much bigger than that. We're going to have a ton of other things unlike we did before, but yeah, that's coming early 2025, so depending when you're watching this, it might be out. So yeah, make sure to check it out in the description if it is. But more importantly, remember Jesus loves you, and that's about it. God bless.